Not as bad as New York, probably.
No, not at all. That's another plus to Cleveland.
See, the people are
People
nicer.
are more polite here.
They are.
Yeah.
So you're from Brooklyn, actually, right?
Yes, I am.
That's where you grew up?
I grew up Bensonhurst, Brooklyn.
Awesome.
In the heart of the Italians, the Jewish, and the Asian Americans, right in the middle. That's where I grew up.
No kidding. So you're here in Cleveland now for work, right? With General Electric.
So I've been here with GE for 4 years. I kind of did a rotational program. That's what got me here. I did an internship here, got an interview, and then I've just been here for 4 years.
And you're working with United Way as one of the young leaders, correct?
Yes. So my involvement with United Way probably started about a couple of years ago, but back then it was mostly just, to go to the networking events, the volunteering events.
Right.
But it's really this year that I have a deeper involvement. I was asked to join the cabinet this year.
Nice.
And ever since then, I've been here.
So we're talking with Vickie Hau, and we are right out in front of the United Way headquarters here on Playhouse Square. Talk about some of the events that you have been to, because the networking is really one of the reasons you wanted to get involved, correct?
Yep. So when I got to Cleveland, even though there is like a small there's a small network within G for all the young people here, but I really wanted to expand my network, kind of interact with other people outside of G Lighting.
Yes.
You see them from 9 to 5. You kind of
right.
don't want to see them from 5 to 8.
No offense, guys, but
no offense, guys. Love you guys very much. But so I heard about United Way, so I went to a couple of the networking event. Probably the first networking event was. One of my favorite was the Fahrenheit networking event.
All right.
Mainly because we had great food there, pizza. We had great wine there, as well as a huge selection of other beverages.
The food is great in this town, isn't it?
I am most impressed about the food in Cleveland.
Yeah.
I grew up in New York, a lot of great restaurants, but definitely a lot easier to get onto the reservation list here.
Talk about this fall ball that's coming up.
Yes.
Silver Screen Soiree.
Yes. Thomas, it is our biggest fundraiser held by United Way, the Young Leaders. We do it every year. It's going to be on October 6th. And this year's theme is kind of an old Hollywood kind of theme.
Sure.
So it's going to be October 6th from 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. in the morning.
Runs real late, doesn't it?
Yes. We're going to have heavy hors d'oeuvres. We're going to have an open bar.
Right.
Tickets are $95 per person
right.
or $175 per couple.
So get someone else and bring them and save some money there, right?
Yes. You know what I've heard? I haven't been myself.
Right.
I haven't been last year, but this will be my first fall ball. I'm very excited. And I've talked to a lot of people who went last year, and the way they describe it is a fabulous wedding without the couple.
We're like, you are the couple, right?
Yes.
It's like you get to dress up. Are you looking forward to it? It's kind of a dress-up thing, right?
I am, Thomas. It's like I said, it's an old Hollywood theme.
Yeah.
I love that theme.
Yeah.
So I actually already got a long black dress.
Wow.
I already know I'm going to do my hair, that old Hollywood, like curls.
Sweet. Yes. That's what it's about. It can be formal. It could be black tie.
Yep.
Or it could be business casual, I guess, if you really just want to be
just
boring.
Want to have,
Right?
It's and that's the beauty of it. Like, you can take it however you want to. We have a theme for people who are excited about the theme and who want to have an opportunity to dress up. And I'm just, when can I actually dress up like that and walk down the streets?
That's right, because it's a pretty casual town here, but here it's a cocktail. You get the full meal, right? It's at the Silver Grille in the Higbee's. Valet parking, right? The whole deal.
Yes, and there's actually going to be we're going to have a silent auction as well.
Sure.
With tons of products. So there's another element to it. You don't get that at a wedding. You don't get that at a wedding.
Don't. It just costs you. That's all.
Exactly.
You bring a gift.
Exactly.
Talk about how Cleveland is compared to, say, Brooklyn, where you grew up. You know.
So Brooklyn is definitely a more residential, especially when I grew up. But in Cleveland, you can definitely find more in Cleveland than in Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah.
For example, your 3 major sports team is in Cleveland.
That's it, yeah.
Can't find that in Brooklyn. You got to go all the way up to Queens.
They don't always win, but at least we got them here, right?
They're all here, and very convenient. I mean, all within 2-mile radius over here.
We're right here on Playhouse Square, and it's noon, and Star Plaza's got a big party, a big barbecue happening right here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is my first time actually being downtown in the middle of the day, because I usually work on the Far East in East Cleveland. So I'm actually this is really cool. This is really cool.
It's awesome. Well, thanks for talking with us about United Way. They do such great work, don't they? I mean, really, this is all to support their programs, 216 agencies that get funding from United Way. Talk about that a little bit, because I know that's the bottom line here.
You know why I decided to join United Way? The main reason is because all the money that we raise here in Cleveland goes directly back into Cleveland. And this city needs it. The city definitely needs it. And so I like to know that all the money that are coming from Cleveland residents are actually, you're helping out the guy next door. You know, not someone a couple states away, but the guy next door, your neighbors.
And they do a good job with it. All that money stays right here in the community. The community needs it. And it's a great place for young people and young leaders like yourself, right?
Yes. And I've through this United Way network, you know, we have a very great network within, but again, through United Way, I've met people from other big companies here, Progressive here, a lot of the downtown companies here as well.
Yeah, the banks, there's a lot of great.
Fifth Third is huge, you know, there's a lot of Key Bank. I've made a lot of good friends, actually.
Well, this is great. Thanks for taking time out of your lunch.
Thomas.
You're going to jump across the street here and take part in the barbecue?
Yes, I'm going to check that out.
Thanks so much, Vickie, for talking with us. Thomas. Thank you. Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com. Have a great week in Cool Cleveland.